The Morning Review with Lester Kibbert.
A very warm welcome back to the third and final hour of the Morning Review. We're going to be looking at reusable notepads that then send all your notes straight to the cloud. In essence, you'd never have to buy another notebook again. These are the few pages of my runner notes. Are filled with little etchings, little drawings, little observations. I'm always dotting down the question so that I don't forget. But what I do is, I usually trash my notes. You can use a notebook. You can buy a notebook and then it's done. But notebooks run out of space and they must be replaced. So I never knew I would talk about the future of note-taking. But here I am. This week we've been testing out what's called the Rocketbook. It is a pen and paper experience, yet it is built for the digital age. The company that brought it to South Africa says that the traditional notebook is now gone. And with the Rocketbook, you could have this endless supply of paper because it's easy. Once you've done writing your notes, you essentially use your phone, take a scan, and it sends it immediately to the cloud. Joining me now is Mara Limboropoulos. She is from the company that has brought Rocketbook to South Africa. Mara, thanks so much for coming onto the show today.
Thank you very much for having us on the show.
I had my skepticism because I have my notes here in front of me. These are my paper notes, but technology and progress moves on, doesn't it?
Rocketbook's actually a productivity app because now you no longer have to search all your notebooks or the trash can to find all those notes and all your big ideas that you had once written down. Now you'll know where to find your notes using the cloud service that you normally use. So all your notes will now be organized, easy to find, and then you simply wipe the pages clean of your Rocketbook with a damp cloth and reuse it endlessly. So essentially, a Rocketbook is the last notebook you'll ever need to purchase.
It's paper, but it feels different.
The pages are made out of a polyester composite, so it looks and feels like paper, but it's not paper. The cover is also recyclable, so Rocketbook is a very environmentally aware company.
I understand that already in the US, more than 500,000 have been sold in department stores as of 2020.
No, it's much more than that. Yeah. So they had a special on Amazon last month, and they sold 38,000 books in 12 minutes.
What?
Sold out. The Rocketbook works with most of the major cloud services, with Trello, Evernote, OneNote, Stack, Google Drive, Dropbox, iCloud, iMessage, and email. It also has an OCR function, which if you put two hashtags on either side of your heading, Rocketbook will transcribe your notes into text. And then it will be easy to search your notes. You can search your notes using the title, using a word in the note, and all it relies on is you have to have reasonably legible handwriting for the which makes life really easy because you can scan a word in your document and Rocketbook will find the particular document for you.
People also say, well, why don't you just type a note on your phone with an app? But there's very much a hand to eye to brain link that says that when I'm writing something down, I'm more likely to internalize it, more likely to remember it. The difficulty is not to throw that page away.
Especially like students and educators, Rocketbook works very well because the students have a better grasp of concepts if they write things down than if they type things. Rocketbook works with Google Classroom, so it can make life much easier for remote learning. Teachers can upload their notes into the shared Google Drive. The students can do their homework in their Rocketbook and just simply send their work to the teacher who can mark the work and send it back, making life much more simple. The Rocketbook keeps coming up with new ideas. They've got something called the Rocketbook Beacons now, which is just a silicon triangle that you put on either side, on all four corners of your whiteboard, and it will turn your whiteboard into a smartboard.
How long do these pages actually last? Do you, at some point in the future, have to replace them, Mara?
No, it's actually an everlasting notebook, so it's endlessly reusable. And we do have covers that we have made to keep your Rocketbook safe in, like folio covers. I think you have one there as well, Lisa. So it all depends on how you store your notebook and how you look after it.
But the people are asking, how much?
Our books range from 400 Rand. That's for the mini, which is an A6 pocket size version. Then we have the A5 size, which is 760, and the A4 size is 840. And what we'd like to do for all Cape Talk listeners is offer a 20% discount if you use the discount code Tester Lester, which will be valid until the end of the month. There's the basic core, which comes in either dot grid or a line version. Then there's a fusion, which has agenda-like pages at the front. So there's a calendar, a 2-weekly planner, an OKR page, and a task list and an ideas page. And the fusion has dot grid and line pages. Then one of the newer Rocketbooks is called a flip, because the pages flip up instead of sideways. So that's good for people who are left-handed. And we now have one called the Matrix, which is good for all STEM learners. And a newer version is also called the Panda Planner, which is a specific planner which is scientifically designed to make you not only more productive, but more happy.
Well, there we go. That's it for Lester Tester today. Mara Limbaropolis, she's the spokesperson at Rocketbook. Hope you have an excellent weekend.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Lester.